get it.
Yes, come on.
Let's go. We are up. Let's go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Get it. Welcome. Hey, Scan. Hey, Angela.
What's going on, Chris?
Hey,
Where no cameras at? Y'all better stop playing. Turn them on. Turn them on. I see like 3 people. Stop playing. How y'all doing? Grand Rising, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Oh my God, I forgot.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Love Day on the Luhv Plus accountability calls. Happy Love Day, y'all. Throw up them hearts, family. Throw them up. Throw them up. Throw up the hearts. Happy Love Day. Happy Love Day. Let us love on y'all a little something. How y'all doing today, family? Everybody good?
Yeah, we good.
Good. Queen Marlene, how are you, love? We got King Bruce coming through here. You walking. I know you walking, King. Throw that heart up. Happy Love Day to you. What's going on, y'all? We let's get it. Absolutely. We sending everybody so much love today. We checking in with y'all. Who that? Miss Vanita. Queen Vanita, how are you, love? Where them grandbabies at? Where them babies at? We just showing everybody a lot of love this morning. We moving with intention this morning, always making sure that y'all are just showing up for yourselves continuously as you should be, getting y'all work done. Again, y'all know these are the accountability calls, so y'all know what we here for. I hope y'all know we getting ready to get to that work in a little bit. So if you haven't done it, y'all got a couple minutes to go in there real quick and get them Twitter fingers on real fast, real fast. Go get that work done. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, family.
Y'all already know what's going on. What's going on? Prosperous risings, everybody. And I always say prosperous because that's what this year is about. It's about the championships. It's about feeling prosperous, feeling abundant, because that feeling is what's gonna make it real a lot quicker, right? So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna jump right into it. And like Sunshine says, y'all could get them Twitter fingers working, get them Luhv Plus fingers working. You know, if you gotta put the cheat code in, go get that work in, because you know we gonna check you. So let's jump into it, family.
Welcome, family. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get those cameras on. We are about to start this call. We're going to have our Queen Sunshine come out with the intentions of the day. Queen Sunshine, let's get it, Queen.
What's going on, y'all? I'm ready whenever you are, King. All day, every day, the intention is always love. Y'all know I love y'all. Love y'all to life. So we on week 3, right? I know where we at. This is your Accountability Accelerator program, and this is week 3. Big the ting up for me a little bit. Y'all know I'm blind. Stop playing with me. Don't do me like that. So we are dealing with building business foundations for long-term success. So in the 3rd week of our program, we delve into the intricacies of creating a sustainable business structure and constructing the essential foundational 5. If y'all know what those foundational 5 are, start throwing them up in the chat. Our focus revolves around categorizing business impact into 4 levels. What are those 4 levels? Implementation, unification, communication, and highest level imagination. This framework serves as a guide, steering individuals towards the most effective utilization of their time and resources. We particularly emphasize the highest level imagination, where 10 to 20% work yields 80-90% enjoyment, promising significant impact and income. Moreover, the call to renovate, innovate, and collaborate echoes the importance of a robust foundation for success, underlining the transformative power of these actions. So as we navigate the week, we dive into the concept of the foundational five, transcending the mere pursuit of earnings to build a legacy that endures and expands beyond active business involvement. Each foundation, y'all, plays a crucial role. So the anchor serves as a financial stalwart. Affiliate marketing offers flexible and often passive income. Assets provide a compounding effect. Upselling deepens customer relationships, and investments represent the vision for the future. So encouraging a productive approach, the call for renovation, innovation, and collaboration underscores the notion that duplication leading to multiplication starts with a solid foundation. This week guides participants in understanding how the foundational five creates passive income, establishes stability, facilitates liquidation or residual income, compounds interest, and multiplies money. We all love that multiplied money. We emphasize the benefits of diversified revenue streams and showcase the potential for exponential growth through smart investments. As participants engage with these concepts, they lay the groundwork for enduring success and financial prosperity. This is week 3. So who did or started working on their foundational five? Put a 1 in the chat if you started working on your foundational five, family. Okay, Scan, I love it. Anybody else? That's what I'm talking about, Golden Impact. Okay, Queen Mia, I love it. We only got 3 people that started working on their foundational five so far. So as you can see, on your screen right now, you're looking at Anchor. And under Anchor, it's talking about your self-development. What is more important than self-development, family? Is there anything? Okay, King Bruce, I see you. Is there anything more important than your self-development? Anybody? Because your anchor, that's your foundation, that's your groundwork. Anybody get some affiliates? Anybody work on any affiliates? Put a 1 in the chat. Okay. I want to know what y'all been doing in here. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Assets. Anybody been getting some assets going on? Anybody in here got an IUL? It's so important that we build out this foundational five, family. Upselling. For those of us that already have created our business, and there should be nobody on this call that does not have a business right now. If you do not have a LLC, can you please put a 2 in chat? If anyone in this room does not have a LLC, please put a 2 in the chat and be honest, because we are going to get you LLC'd. If you do not have a LLC, please put a 2 in the chat. Okay, that's great. Investments. Investments. Anybody got some investments going on? Y'all got some investments? I love it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, King Peekins. All right, so listen, this is week 3. And on our last call, we introduced you to the foundational five, and we also gave you an assignment as far as completing the incomplete challenge. Drop a 1 in the chat if you completed the incomplete, that challenge. Who in here did that challenge? Queen Mia, come talk to us for a second, love. Anybody else? Did anybody else complete that challenge? Nobody? Hold on, let me get in this chat. Queen Mia, where you at, love? You can
I'm
stop.
here. I'm here. Good morning.
Hey, you can stop. Thank you. Talk to me about that. Hey, beautiful. You
Good
always
morning,
look like
good
you ready to
morning.
conquer the day. Always. Every time I see you, you look like you are ready to conquer the day. I absolutely love it.
It's the M&Ms. I woke up eating candy.
Not the M&Ms. That's actually one of my favorites. Don't do that. So talk to me about that challenge. How was it for you, love?
I liked it because I started this. It was the first time I put this function on this app I started using to work called the Pomodoro timer. I have never used that before, and it really did keep me focused. I thought it was a lot of fluff behind it, but it does, like, just knowing that, okay, time is ticking down. I have this stuff that I need to do. And I had a lot of emails that I had been saying that I wanted to get together and get out the door, that I had started drafting in regard to some work that I wanted to do, putting together some videos and stuff with a videographer. So I sat down, I bullet pointed everything out, I cleared my thoughts, got that out of the way. And once I got that out of the way, I went to look and see some other stuff that I had been kind of analysis paralysis, just had sitting in the wings. And I ended up actually spending well over an hour doing what I thought was only going to take 30 minutes, but it was good to get it done.
I absolutely love it. And it's like we put things off for so long that we could actually attack. And I'm not really sure why we do that. But how great does that make you feel when you actually get it out the way and accomplish? And it's like a huge exhale. Because I go through that so many times. Like, why was I putting this off so long? And it made me feel like absolutely amazing when it was all said and done and out the way.
Exactly. Because after it was done, I was like, this was sitting here for damn near 2 weeks. There's no reason for it.
What do we be doing? Right? What do we be doing? Thank you so much for getting that done and letting us know how that actually made you feel. So I need the rest of y'all to complete the incomplete so you could be feeling like our Queen Mia today on this beautiful love day. Like, it is so important that we take the time out to really, really get those things accomplished. And when she talked about that Pomodoro technique, that's something that we discussed actually in here inside of your accountability calls. And we should all be actually using that technique. So I want to ask you real quick, because we're about to bring up the king in a minute, who always keeps us aligned and make sure our mindsets are where they need to be. But I just need to know, we've been checking in with our groups and talking to y'all and giving assignments, and we're holding these calls. But I want to have a quick little discussion. Let's get a little bit personal. How y'all feeling? And I really want to know, do y'all need any assistance inside of here? Like, what do y'all need as far as this Luhv Plus is concerned? Are y'all getting y'all assignments done? Like, how are we feeling? Please raise your virtual hand. Let's have a couple of minutes of just being transparent and honest. What do you need? Are y'all good? Is everybody at 100%? Everybody knocking everything out? Let's talk about it. 30 seconds or less. Come talk to me, Queen Sophie.
Good morning, everyone. So, I am doing my very best to get everything done, but I am a little lost and I'm trying to play catch up. I don't know if there's a way or there's an easy way to find the list of assignments. So I'm like going through and I'm reading and I'm getting something done, but I feel like I still have more to do. And I'm trying to like compile a list to say, okay, start checking it off to make sure that I'm getting everything done. And I just feel a little behind. When I write my on Luhv Plus, when I put my commitment or my daily entries, I'm doing those things that I'm putting on the entries, but from the class perspective, and I missed I think I missed Friday and Monday, and I'm trying to get all the assignments. Like I'm trying to get them in one place so I can go down that list to get them completed as I go. I don't know if there's an easy way for that or if there is just some insight on the best way to kind of go through and find all of them to check the box to say I did this and this and this. So that's where I could definitely use some help.
Okay, thank you so much, love. I appreciate you sharing that. Y'all show Queen Sophie some love in the chat, please. When you say get them all in one place, what exactly do you mean by having them all in one place? Because I want to make sure I have clarity on everything that you're saying. So we know about our daily work that we're supposed to be doing, right?
Right.
Accountability Accelerator. So you know that's your daily work. And then
Right.
you have this week's assignments that's inside of the PDF that we have our certain tasks that we give inside of the PDF
Okay.
from the accountability calls. And then
Okay.
that's just for that week. So that week from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you have that one set of assignments due for that week. So you had a set of work to do for week one, had a set of work to do for week two, and you had a set of work task to do for week three. And then there is a challenge that goes with each week. So it's your daily work, it's your task per week, and then your challenge per week.
Okay. And you said the PDF, so those are like in our chat, right?
It's inside the Accountability Accelerator.
Okay.
Like once you go inside of that and you open it up and you scroll down, you will see King Crew has a message in there with the PDF. We also show
Okay.
it inside of the calls. So like what I was reading from, that is the PDF. And when we pull up like the task and we're talking about it, when we just had the imagery, that was from the PDF. All of that stuff is inside of it.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. I
Absolutely.
will get on that. So daily, weekly, and challenges.
And so if you
Okay.
keep that in mind that you have your daily work and then it's just the task of the week and then just your challenge of the week, you're done. So if you just write that down next to each other, maybe that'll help you. Like
Yeah.
feel like it's all out of whack. That's actually just what it is, and you'll be all the way good.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
How are you on your time management? Are you doing well?
I'm doing better. I got a gap because I had to, take my parents to visit my brother. And so I kind of just cut myself off with certain things. I still checked in and I was still able to participate in and communicate on the, you know, the chats that we have. But in terms of like doing anything, I kind of just I needed a breather and I got it. And it was
Okay.
really good. And in
Oh,
the meantime, I still shared, my goal and my vision with my parents in a different way. And they, like they understand it. And they also understand that there are times when I can't take them somewhere, but I'll send them. And,
I just
they're
want to
they're
make
with me
sure
on
you're
that.
working on your time. Just keep working on your time and make sure
Yes.
you that time blocking challenge. If you haven't, make sure you work on your time management. Okay.
Okay.
All right, love. Thank you so much.
Thank
It's really, really quick because we got to bring up our king who is actually next. Queen Bernadette, come talk to us, love. I can't hear you, darling.
Hi, good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you, darling?
I am okay now.
Where
I
you
have
been at?
stayed back. Then today is the only day I could really be on that class.
Okay.
Because Monday and Friday I can't be in the class. And it's a little problematic for me. So now I don't know where to go. The app is a little difficult for me. I am
Okay.
trying to manage, but it's a little difficult for me. Now, so far, I didn't do anything yet. So far.
So after we had our one-on-one,
Mhm.
And I walked you through the whole thing and you was doing so good. You was like,
Yes, I was doing so
got
good. For some reason,
right.
I don't know what happened. I
I
feel
don't
so overwhelmed still. But
Okay.
now I'm okay, I could say. So I'm going through it.
We're going to have another one-on-one because I want
Okay.
you to feel good again. But this
Okay.
time when you feel good again, we're not getting off the phone until I see you post. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I start posting. I start posting.
Yes, Queen, we need you to post. We're going to have another one-on-one and I'll walk you through that again, okay?
No problem. Thank you very much.
No problem, love you. I show the Queen Bernadette some love in the chat, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Queen Angie, real quick, 30 seconds or less.
Myself. For me, I was who was that? Me, Sophie. Sophie, same thing with me. I echo what you say. I didn't realize beyond the dailies. I think what I do is I'll do this and I forget. I close the notes and I go on to the next class and I'll go work out, right? And then so my mind is blocked from the homework. So what I have to do a better job do is leave it open, put it on a poster, because these posters are working for me now. I'm putting posters everywhere. So put it on a poster and make it visual, you know? And I didn't realize there was, honestly, sometimes I don't see that PDF. Honestly, I didn't see the PDF. When we're done with this, boom, next thing I go, you know?
Okay, so
So
we're
I
going
am
to
going to do more time blocking.
the daily work and then your task of the week and your challenge of the week, and then you good, right? So you're going to put your post-it right there in front of you that says my Luhv Plus daily work, task of the week, and my challenge of the week. Right there in front of you, right? And then
I was doing the incomplete. Then my clock ran out and then I ran out of time. So I'm incomplete and incomplete. So I don't get to complete the incomplete.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and go complete that incomplete. Okay. Love you to life, Queen Angie. Y'all show the queen some love. Our last person, Scan, come up real quick. 30 seconds or less. Let's talk about it, King.
Hi, everybody. First off, I'm gonna start with an advice. For everybody that missed the task and stuff. I believe that doing it in a timely manner is important because if today is the 14th and you try to do the daily task of the 12th, you miss the whole point, right? So I would advise to start doing them going forward and not try to, go back and do the past ones, okay? Because it defeats the purpose. So now if you miss the weekly challenge and the weekly work, that's the one that I would suggest that you go and do, because that's exactly what my situation is. I think I missed the two first challenges. So I'm gonna go back and try to do those. But as far as the daily challenge, try to complete them the same day. And because it gets you like focus in that day, knowing this is exactly what I need to do, and to gauge, your position and your journey, to know, okay, this is what I need to work on. So I haven't been able to do the daily task 100% every day. There's days where I get the 100%, and there's days where I get 90 or 80%. And sometimes it's because of, you know, time. But the second reason might be I don't see how I don't really can't gauge how for example, the growing part. Sometimes I'm like, okay, how do I tell, or how do I find, the area that I've really grown for the day, when I was just like watching, videos. So sometimes I just miss those things, but I'm doing better, way better at accomplishing them. And
That's the way that you've grown right there. That's the way that you've grown right there. You just said it. I'm doing better, way better. So think about where you were before and where you are now. Those are your ways of growing. How have you improved since prior to? Like, what are the things that you're accomplishing now that you wasn't accomplishing before? And it could be the smallest of things. Just how have you grown? Were you more intentional today? Are you more focused? How did you grow as far as what you did for the day or even in that week? I want you to just be more specific with yourself. Give yourself more credit for how you have been growing, because you are. And so just coming in here giving advice, you just came up here and gave advice to everybody in here. on something. If you don't see that as a growth thing, I want you to understand that you are growing, King. And so give yourself credit for that. And I want everybody to show the King some love, please. And so
Thank you.
And we're getting ready to meet up again real soon. So I appreciate you.
All right.
All right, y'all. We are moving on. And so I want y'all to understand something. This platform right here is so important that we make sure that we get this work done. Like, these kings did not become 2 comma kings not doing the work. And so whether we feel like it's valid to us or not, it doesn't even matter. Just follow the blueprint, because they all have achieved something that we're looking to achieve. Take the time out to follow the blueprint, family, because that's what this is, the blueprint. Don't complain about it. Just follow the blueprint. And if you look at the questions and the assignments that are being done, nothing about it has you focusing on anything other than yourself. It's all about you. So if you are really trying to get to that next level, please take the time out to truly focus on yourself and do the work so that you can get to that next level. On that note, I need everybody to unmute, because we are about to bring up none other than our own mindset mogul, our King Crew. Nobody on this planet does it like him. You know, he's often imitated, but never duplicated. I need everybody to come off mute, please, and give it up for our very own King Crew. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Let's
go,
go.
Let's go, King. It's been a while.
King
Come on, come through.
Let's
Come
go.
through.
Morning,
Come
Coco.
on, we know we love you.
It's Wednesday.
Always a
Good
joy when you're
morning.
Let's
coming through. So
Another
go.
come through,
wonderful
King.
Wednesday.
Come through.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
go. Let's go.
Good morning.
Let's go, King. Let's
Good
go.
morning.
King Crew.
Good
Let's
morning.
go.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, King.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Valentine's.
Happy Love Day to everybody. This is, in our world, it's a love day, but we do this all the time, so this ain't nothing really new for us. But shout out to everybody who is a lover. If you're a lover, put I'm a lover in the chat. If you're a lover, put I'm a lover in the chat. We wear the love on the chest. We wear the love on the sleeve. We wear the love in the heart. And you got to love yourself enough to do the things you need to do in order to get what you want. So if you're a lover, let me know in the chat. All right, so I'm sending everybody beautiful love and positive energy. Shout out to Sunshine and everybody who's been working diligently in the back end to make sure you all get what you need. Scan, I really love what you were saying up here. Angela, I love the fact that you participated. Sophie, I love that you was being vulnerable and honest, right? Bernadette, I love the fact that you came up here. You were sharing. Like, at the end of the day, y'all, the more that you share, the better you become. Scan had mentioned something. He said, how do I track how I become better, right? How do I track my progress? The way you're going to track your progress is writing what you put down, what you've done throughout the day, writing what you think throughout the day during this moment in time in history. And then 2 days, 3 days, a week, maybe 2 weeks, you could go back and look at what you wrote before, and now you start to see the difference. You start to see who you were before. Let me know in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if that has happened to you before, where you went back and you looked at something you written maybe 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, maybe a year ago, and you say, wow, I actually accomplished everything here. Oh, wow, I didn't accomplish anything. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if that was you, by you looking back, but you can see what you've done. This is the premise of the program. As I mentioned, these are Mailbox motivational calls. These calls are meant to help give you a little more push to keep you motivated to do the things that you need to do. The accountability program. This particular call is a companion to the program. The program is through the Luhv Plus platform. That actual Accountability Accelerator bootcamp program, that's ran through you. See, the psychology behind it is, if you can't get up and do the things for yourself, how could you expect somebody else? If you can't get up and write down the things that you need to do for the day in 30 minutes of the day, when you first wake up to win the day, how do you expect to win the day? If you can't stick to things that you say that you want to do, who's going to do it for you? Let me know in the chat. Let me know the answer in the chat. So when you talk about this thing is difficult, everything is difficult when you don't know how to do it. Everything is difficult when it's brand new. Everything is difficult when you don't want to do it. But how many people here have actually did exactly what we told them to do and you didn't get a result that you liked? Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if we instructed you to do something, gave you a challenge to do, you went out and did it, and it was like, wow, this didn't do anything for me. I'll wait. So let me ask you a follow-up question to that. So what would be any different from us telling you that, hey, look, these challenges has helped us get to where we are. What about where you want to be? These challenges can help you to get to where you want to be. And I want you to go ahead and challenge yourself to take on these challenges. And when you do it, you get a benefit out of it. Like, to be honest and to be totally transparent in everything that we do, no matter what game that we give you, no matter which realm that you're in, is going to come down to who you are being as a person. Everybody put into the chat who I am being. Like, I get so excited to be on these calls, and I love the fact that all of you are here, but I'm gonna be a little bit more excited and able to give you better direction if you were doing the challenges, right? Like, everything that we send you and that we suggest that you do, I'm gonna be able to help you better if you were doing the challenges. Like, for example, I got a whole presentation that I want to provide to you, but how can I provide that to you if you haven't even gotten through your own self? If you haven't even gotten through getting your own self out the way, the things that's been bothering you and been pulling you down that's in your everyday life, right? Let me know right now. Let's just be real here. How many of you are tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Maybe some of you don't, but I know some of you in here gotta be, because that's just the way the world is. Let's just be real here, all right? How many of you are tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Why do you think that you're living paycheck to paycheck? Put the answers in the chat. Everybody knows the answers already, but what are you willing to do about it? Everybody understands the answer, but what are you willing to do about it? I'm gonna be honest. I can't help but be honest. If I could be real, somebody say be real in the chat. When Young Mogul was asking everybody inside the group chat on Telegram. And by the way, look, I'm sick of this Telegram stuff. I don't want to be in Telegram anymore. All right? I don't want to be in Telegram anymore. Just letting y'all know we're moving from Telegram. March 1st, everybody should be in Luhv Plus. All right? We're moving from Telegram. If you stay in Telegram, you're not going to have any message in Telegram. You're going to be looking like Will Smith after everybody moved out the house and he was standing there looking foolish like, damn, where'd everybody go? That's going to be you. All right? You're going to be this whole big old dream by yourself. We are in Luhv Plus. Why? #1 transformational app to help you develop through challenges, because that's the way life has been. Life has always helped you develop through challenges. Let me know. Have you been the person to excel when your back is against the wall? Put a 1 in the chat. Have you been the person to excel when you are a day away from the deadline? Have you been a person to go on to do and think about great things when you're down to your last, right? Let me know. Have you been the one that pulled yourself out of situations constantly, right? Do you operate well under pressure? The key thing is we got to get ahead of it. See, here's what's happened. Here's our downfall. What happens is this. We wait so long to do the thing that we know that we should be doing to get us the result that we want, that when we finally do it, we need to take a break. Here's what happens. Let's say we got 4 weeks to complete a task. First week goes by, we're thinking about, okay, I got 3 weeks to complete the task. Another week go by, now we're thinking about, oh, damn, how am I going to complete it? Last week is on us. Now we got, I only got 1 week to think. I only got 1 week to do it. The whole entire time we've been contemplating. The whole entire time we've been worrying. The whole entire time we've been stressing. So when you finally complete the thing, let's just be real here. That thing that took you 4 weeks to complete, how much time did you actually need to complete it? So the whole week went by. First week you've been, thinking about it. Second week, whatever, and it gets down to the last week. How many hours did you actually need to complete the thing? So you completed the thing in 3 hours, and it took you 4 weeks to realize that you needed to complete it, that you could complete it in 3 hours. No wonder why you're tired. No wonder why you're stressed. No wonder why you're overwhelmed. Because how many other things in your life are you doing that thing to? Or where you have so much time to get it done, but you're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So things are piling up on you. If that's you, put that's me in the chat. This is not to bash you. This is not to trash you. This is not to do anything. This is not to sass you. This is just to let you know that the way that you're operating is causing your overwhelm. It's not the information. The way that you're operating is causing the overwhelm. It's not the platform. The way that you're operating is causing the difficulty in your life. It is not the instructors. It is not the information. It's you. You have to get you out the way in order for you to become somebody brand new. This is the number one key. This is why most of us can't get the things done that we know we need to get done. We need to reverse engineer, contrary construction. So it's almost as if maybe I shouldn't even show y'all some of the presentations, because how you gonna get the foundational 5 if you can't even get yourself out the way? When we ask you questions inside the challenges, we expect full detailed sentences. But let me ask y'all, let me show y'all something about the way you operate. When you get a question, how many of you operate in 3 sentences or more? Or how many of you operate with just answering the question in 1 sentence? So if you answer the question in 1 sentence, put a 1 in the chat. If you answer the question in 3 sentences or more, put 3 in the chat. I know, because I'll be looking at y'all work, so I know. So I just want to see who's gonna be honest today. When you get a question posed to you, how many of you are answering with 1 sentence answers? When you get a question that's for you to think about, we're not talking about yes or no questions, we're talking about things for you to think about. When we talk about personal development, when we ask you, what do you want in your life? When we ask you, what's your why? Oh, my children. Stop lying. No disrespect to y'all. No disrespect to somebody. Stop lying, though. If your children is your why and you don't have what you want, then that's not your why. It's deeper than that. Why is it the why? You need to go behind the why. You need to go 5 whys behind that why to get to the answer. Y'all love conveniently putting it up to your children, but let's continue to go. Let's continue to go. I want to share my screen here, and I want to go over a few things. Honestly, I don't even know if I got enough time for that, to be real, y'all. Like, I'm probably just gonna have to do this on Friday, because I want to give y'all a thorough breakdown of how to acquire money, and I don't think that I'm gonna be able to do that based upon what we've been doing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask for us to go into the next segment, which is a sign in the line, and let's go through some of these tasks, and let's get some participation, let's get some feedback going. I'll save this presentation for Friday. At this moment, we're going to bring up Sunshine and have Sunshine address the sign in the line portion. And then we're going to go into the luhvplus.com, and we're going to just talk about it, right? We're going to see, why is it so difficult to navigate? We're going to see who did the work and what's stopping us. Look like I got a clean fro up here. What's up? All right. Sunny, take it away.
All right, family, we're getting ready to go check on who's gotten their work done already so far for this morning.
Real quick, I want to point out something, Sunshine, since we're on this page right here. Go up real quick, go to, don't click anything, but just highlight it with the mouse, like showing book one-on-one call. Some of you might need some energy readings. We're doing energy readings now. So maybe some of you are being blocked by your energy, and maybe you need that reading to see what you need to do to be aligned with that. Maybe you need alignment calls. Maybe you need a one-on-one. Some of you say one-on-ones, but to be honest, you got to pay for one-on-ones. Like, you just got to pay for one-on-one. If you're not willing to pay for one-on-ones, then you don't really want the one-on-one. You don't really want it. Otherwise, stay in a group and get the group work done that way. All right, cool. Just want to point that out, because we do have one-on-ones. People complain about the fact that they don't get one-on-one time, but it's right there. All right, right there. Let's continue to go into the groups and rooms. Let's go to the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp group. And Sunny, let's go ahead and let's see who did what, baby.
All right, y'all. Let me know where you stopping at. So today is the 14th, and we are at our non-negotiables. And our Queen Mia, she is constantly showing up for herself, and I absolutely love it. And so you get to tell the difference in the people that are constantly doing their work. You can see it in them. You can't even deny it, y'all. You can tell the people that are actually getting their work done from the people that are not. It shows. And so if you can actually see it, if you could tell the difference, just throw one in the chat. If we was to be honest and transparent, if you can tell the difference and what it looks like and what it feels like when you're actually moving and being consistent and getting your work done, throw one in the chat if you could actually see it and tell the difference. So our Queen Mia states that today I must take the evening off. Work-life balance is important to maintain. Looking forward to being fully engaged and enjoying the evening. And that's her family portion. For her personal side, today I must commit to 30 minutes on a treadmill. Moving toward my weight loss goal with consistency is key. Adding exercise to my calendar eliminates conflicts with other commitments. Absolutely. And then on the business, and we're talking about today I must find a Go high level specialist, leaning on an expert to help build out an efficient system to operate my business will maximize productivity. Better to pay someone to execute my vision than to spend days learning a new system and wasting valuable time. That hit home. That's a major plug right there. Like that's
Hold
major.
on before we move. Hold on, Apolline. Don't move yet. Stay there. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a major. And if that resonated with anybody else on the business side, because we've been talking a lot about business. If that resonated with anybody else, that last sentence, better to pay someone else to execute my vision than to spend days learning a new system and wasting valuable time. Throw something up in the chat. I don't care what it is, fire, a heart, throw something, because that's all of us. And thank you for that, Mia. Thank you, because sometimes we need those reminders, and all of us should be paying somebody at this point to execute on something, some part of our vision, rather than wasting that valuable time where we could be doing something else to move the needle and get further in our goal. So I look forward to seeing you shine even brighter, Queen, because you stay shining, and I absolutely love it. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. I want to add value here, Sunshine. So you see these badges next to the name, right? Business planner. The person who collects the most badges during this time will be awarded with money. I just want to acknowledge Anna right now, because she's been moving with speed. I just want to let everybody else know that the more challenges you do, the more badges you acquire. The more badges you acquire, the more skill you acquire. The more skill you acquire, the better you are. The better you are, the more money you make, the better your life becomes. Are y'all following a trend? Let me know in the chat. Working on yourself means working on everything else. If that's not a big enough in the chat, I don't understand. Working on yourself works on everything else. Put that into the chat. Everybody put that into the chat so that way it's in your mind. Working on myself. Put myself in there. Working on myself works on everything else. The reason why a lot of things aren't working in your life is because you aren't working on you. So real quick, I want to know, and I want to have somebody come up. Who has done some of the challenges, and let's say they answered with one sentence answers in the past, but then they started answering with 3 sentences or more? I want to know who did that. Let me know. Just put I did in the chat, just so I'm clear. Like if you was a person who did some of the challenges, you started off with answering with 1 word answers, 1 sentence answers, but now you answer with 3 paragraphs, three sentences, three, just more detail. I want to know the difference between the two. Keep the screen up the way it is. We can scroll down to V's, and then I want to bring somebody up. So Scan said he did. Scan, real quick. You want to talk about your experience real quick? Let's have Scan unmute.
Sure. First of all, now, like, I'm gonna tell you exactly, like, the growth is like, I find myself wanting to write the 3 sentences instead of going for only one sentence, because I realized that it makes me really think about the question and even going more, because now, okay, I say that I'm gonna wake up and work out, but I need to put 3 sentences there. So now, by just saying like, yes, I'm gonna work out today, is just answering the question. But now, to find 2 more sentences to put there force me to think about, okay, how I'm gonna say, what more can I say? No, you got to be more detailed, because now you got more stuff to say, right? So by going with 3 sentences, it forces you to think more about the goal than you answering it with only 1 sentence. And right now, I find myself answering only with 1 sentences when it is a time problem, right? If I have to do it real quick, because I need to get it out the way, or if I'm at work and I got to do it really quick, that's when I only put 1 sentence down now, because I force myself to do the 3 sentences. So that's my experience with doing it with 1 sentence at first, just to do it with 1 sentence. Now doing the 3 sentences, and then now doing 1 sentence because of time management or something like that.
Right. I still want you to look at your time management and still do the best you can do, right? Because here's why. Let me ask you a question. If you're the creator of your reality, the star of your movie, the painter of your picture, do you think that your life would be better with more detail or less detail?
Of course, with more detail.
Do you think that the painting is better with less detail or more detail?
It always brings you to a reality looking like when you go with more details. So yes, you'll be more impressed when there's more detail in there.
Do you like a film that has more detail or less detail? Like, think about a low budget film versus a high quality film.
Actually, I want to be a film producer. So yes, more detail is always better because it stimulates the minds better.
So if life is happening through you, not to you, and not against you, but for you, if you have less detail in your life, what does that mean? Like, if you speak with less detail about the way that you're painting your picture of your reality, what do you think is going to show up in your life?
Less results.
Aha.
Or
Have
poor
you
results.
found a difference between the results of you thinking deeper about the question and then answering it and going in versus before just answering it just to answer it with 1 sentence?
Correct, Joe. Yes.
What is the difference?
And again, it forces me to do more, because now that I have everything detailed down, right? So I have to go and make those details happen. So you got actually forcing you to do more work, right? And not only you'll focus on it when you're thinking about it to write it down, but once you have it down now, it forces, because you have the goal right there. So if the goal is detailed, then you have to do every single step that you just put down on that paper. So you
Right.
will end up doing more work.
Right. Which leads to getting more results, right? So when we
Correct.
talk about the dollars being in the details, like, let's just say if you were getting your car detailed and they were washing your car and whatever, and they left a lot of stuff, reminiscences of like the dust or whatever that's in the air and all that other stuff, versus a person who detailed the car and they let it be squeaky clean, who would you pay more?
And the squeaky clean job, of course.
Why?
Because I know for sure when I get inside that car, I will have, uh the joy will be so much better when because I know I'm gonna be mad if I go in and I just paid you to clean my car and it's still dirty. I'm not gonna be happy about it. And
Okay, so let me ask the question. Stop right there. And that's great enough. So if God is the one that you give the glory to for everything here, why would God give you all of what you want when you're not giving all the details, when you're not actually putting in all the work? That's not a question for you personally. That's a question for everybody to answer within themselves. Because everybody here believes in God. Everybody says, oh, God is this, God is great, God is this, God is that. But faith without the work, it's just, that doesn't work here. It doesn't work. So I just want you to be clear, because when I'm looking at the work, I'm not seeing anything about the mentorship. I'm not seeing anything about what they're actually supposed to be doing. I'm not seeing anything. So I hear this thing, oh, it's overwhelming. Why? What's overwhelming about you writing down your goals? What's overwhelming about you actually talking to people that's going to put you in a position of power? What's overwhelming about you moving from poverty to prosperity? What's overwhelming? Can somebody put an answer in the chat, please? I would love for somebody to put an answer to help me out. What's overwhelming? Let me know in the chat, because I know what's overwhelming, but you think that it's something different. You think that is the work. You think that is the amount of calls. You think that is this. You think that is that. It is you. You are the one that's controlling your outcome. You're the one that's controlling the detail that you put into whatever painting that you're painting when it comes to this life that you create. Alexia hit it right on the head. You're overwhelmed by the amount of thoughts. You got to stop thinking and start being. Think too much and not enough at the same time. This ain't about scan. This is just talking to somebody who needs this. Let's continue to go, Sunshine. And hopefully this is valuable. Like I said, y'all, I'll put the presentation to the side for this, because it makes no sense to continue giving out information when we can't execute, because we're not the best versions of ourselves. And this is not against anybody, because I know we're all going through some trauma, but that's why we created it. Because we know that you're going through trauma. We know that you're going through issues. We know that you're dealing with stuff at home. We know. But you keep running from and avoiding the things that's going to allow you to get past that. It ain't about commercial real estate. It ain't about funding. It ain't about credit. It is about you. It's about Sunshine. It's about the Golden Impact. It's about Angela. It's about Sophia. It's about V. It's about Peekins. It's about Anthony. It's about Mia. It's about Bruce. It's about Kara. It's about you. It's about you. No more excuses. Everybody put no excuses, only solutions. Sunshine, let's continue to go to the next person. We ready.
Okay, so our Queen V stated, my indecisiveness is crazy. Laugh out loud. However, I know the end goal for myself. I know what I ultimately want. I am still figuring out the road to get there. I want to do a lot of things to bring in income that doesn't have much overhead. I have to decide which one or two. Once I decide that, I can focus and things will start rolling. I have to focus on my niche, still figuring that out as well.
All right. Hold on right there, Queen. Hold on right there. Okay, can you give some insight on that, please?
So it is extremely hard for you to come up with the solution if you have not honed in and taken out the time to really figure out your niche. And that is the portion of us overthinking. And so, Queen V, I want to ask you, and this is a question that we've been often asked, is what do you do very well that may come difficult to other people? Like, really hone in on yourself. Because if you're looking for it to basically like create something that doesn't require much overhead, you don't really want it to feel like work for yourself. And so what is it that you really do well that may come difficult for other people, but this is just naturally who you are? Take the time out to really sit with yourself and think about those things and start writing that down. And I think that might help you solve that part. And once you know what your niche is, the rest to me will start to just flow out of you. But you have to start there. And so this is what you're talking about right here. This is definitely a perfect example of what reverse engineering would look like for you. So just start from there and then just work your way back. Okay, love? You're beautiful.
Let me provide value on this, right? So don't move from that just yet, please. There's no clarity there. If you don't have clarity there, how can you get results?
Mhm.
Let me just show you in a real easy way. Even if you don't know what you want, you still write it down. You still put it in a space where you create it. Okay, for example, see, in this particular case right here, right? What is it that you want? Like, V, go online right now and reply to this comment right now and write, what is it that you want? That everybody write down what it is that you want. It ain't about what you need to do. Like, you cannot get to do something without being a person, right? Like, I can't close a case if I'm not an officer or if I'm not a detective. I can't do brain surgery if I'm not a surgeon, right? Oh, it's so cool. I want to do that one day to be a movie star. I can't do that if I'm not an actor or actress. What is it that you want? Shout out to Kiana. She's going to close the cases if we need it. Listen, I want to see what V writes inside the comment, right? Please reply to that. When I tell y'all, like, who are you the possibility of? I'm the possibility of love, connectivity, financial prosperity. Whatever is in alignment with that thing that I want, then I do the things that brings that about. So if I want love, should I be an introvert? If I want love, should I be shy? Should I wait till I get to know you fully to be myself? No, you should be yourself and find the people who want to be with you. You should be in groups with people who are moving and shaking like you. You must write down what it is that you want. Forget about all the things that you think. Think about it. If you write down what you want, you can look at what you need to do to get to where you want, right? To get to what you want. So if I am hungry, I'm not gonna write down, oh, I'm hungry and I don't know what to get because there's 1,000,001 choices in the world and I just need to hone in on one food. No, I'm gonna say I'm hungry. Damn. What type of budget do I have? Okay. What type of foods are in my proximity? Okay. What am I in the mood for now? So now I start narrowing down, know my budget. I know what type of foods are in the proximity. And now I know, okay, let me see what I'm in the mood for. I don't really want Mexican food today. I don't really want, kofta. I don't really want this. I don't really want that. I don't want the Chinese. Okay. I want the salad. Now I add the toppings to it. It's the same thing in life. Oh, I want to make $1 million. Okay. What things can bring me $1 million? What's in my proximity that could bring $1 million? Okay, cool. I don't really want to do credit repair, but I know somebody who does. I don't really want to do front end, but I think I know somebody who does. I don't really want to do none of that. I want to teach about healing through energy stones, which are crystals. Okay, good. All right. I found what I want now. Okay, how am I going to get there? Dude, what about if I added an affiliate? I know the person who does credit repair. I know some people who are in an energy space who they need their credit repaired, even though, they're not really thinking about it that much, but I can offer it to them. I know some people might want to be funded because they themselves might want to get their own business. Now I just created 3 streams of income just from one layout. I just created 3 streams of income from one layout. So money is never going to be an issue for us. It's about who I'm being. If I'm being a person that never sees the opportunity to even write any of this down, I just complain about it and mope about it and cry, I'm never going to get the result anyway. So I must identify who I am being. Who do I want to be? What do I want to show up in my life? And then from there, you can always narrow down anything else. So I don't want to see anything like this anymore from V. I understand where this is coming from. This is everybody seeing this in real time. This is V's transition. She's actually growing. She's doing this. This is her growth stage. So she's being transparent. She's being vulnerable. She's being with full detail. So she did a lot of things that you would normally see a person coming out of their shell, right? Everybody here is a beautiful butterfly. Some of us are still acting like caterpillars, and some of us are just stuck in that cocoon. Are you ready to fly? If you're ready to fly, put I'm ready to fly in the chat. All you have to do is tackle your personal development. Everything else take care of itself, period. Because it's about the habit. If you want to go out there and be a real estate investor, you got to have a habit. You got to have public speaking. You got to understand that, okay, I got to have systems. So regardless of how you feel, information and all the niches and all the stuff that you want in the world, it's accessible to you, but you must become the person that earns the right to have the experience. You got to be ready to fly. You have to be ready to fly. All the excuses about y'all make about the app is difficult. Stop it. Stop it. I hate when Mello be hitting me up. Yo, man, what we going to do with the app? They say it's difficult. They didn't even try. I don't even see their name in the background running a challenge. I see what they did. They started a challenge, didn't even finish it. Don't be that person. Be the person that finishes it, get the badges. Everybody here, I want to see y'all collect as many badges as possible because I just told you before, as you collect these badges, what are you actually doing? You're collecting skills. When you collect skills, what are you doing? You're increasing your value. When you increase your value with your skills, you can make more money. When you can make more money, you can improve the quality of your life. When you can improve the quality of your life, you can change the legacy of your family. Are y'all following what I'm saying here? It starts with the challenges. And you're not doing them. This is why you're in the same space. All right, let's go to the next person. And then this is the last one that we got to do the commitments and closing. But if y'all follow, put follow in the chat. If y'all lost, put lost in the chat. Maybe I'm just overblowing this thing. I don't know. But oh wait, did we see V's response yet? Did she respond? I didn't see anything come up there.
Where was it going?
And her actual post, her comment. Latonia looked like she put a lot in it. That was Latonia, right? Okay, there you go right there. Right. So you see how everything that you want, right? Okay, let's break it down. You say you want to be without financial worry. I want to be an example to others. Right? Showing them that anything is possible. I want to assist my parents financially. All of that's great. The issue with that is none of it's about now. That's the issue. Like that is the issue. Because if you look at that and none of it's about now, tell me how you're going to feel about looking at that stuff. In fact, just put it in the chat, V, how you actually feel looking at that. How did you feel writing that? I already know how you felt, but I just want to show everybody else in real time. Put it in the chat. How did you feel writing this? It's about your energy, family. It's your energy. It is your energy. I had to realize that. It was my energy. My energy was my enemy. And it all came from the inner me. Put an answer in the chat. I want to know how you felt, V. Right. What was the emotion, though? What was the emotion behind that? I'm going to say she was sad writing that. That's what I'm going to say. But I want to see what she says. I know that she was sad writing that. And I'm going to tell y'all why, but I want to just make sure that I'm on track. Put what the emotional state when you wrote that. Just writing that. If something seems unreachable, how much motivation would you have to get it done? Put the answer in the chat, y'all. If something seems so far away, which is unreachable, that it's unreachable because it's so far away, it's not here in the present, how much motivation would you actually have to get it done? So when V writes a comment like this, it's not actually helping her, it's hurting her and distancing her more from her actual goals, because you know what she's going to do? She's going to look at what she wants and then realize what she has. And what she has is not gonna be what she wants. So now it makes her what? If what you have is not what you want, everybody put the answer in the chat just to show you it's not just V, it's everybody. If what you have is not what you want, and you can relate to in the form of relationships, right? If you're with a partner and you have this relationship with somebody, but it's not what you want, how do you feel? Put the answer in the chat. The way you do one thing is how you do everything, family. I'm telling you right here, right now. Unhappy, depressed, what else? Dissatisfied, disappointed. Is that going to make you go harder for your significant other, being disappointed with them? Is it going to make you feel unfulfilled with them? Is that going to make you want to do more for them? Is it going to make you want to go above and beyond for them? It's not. So when you talk about the same thing with your goals, you can't think that way. You can't think from a lack way, because if you think from a lack way, what happens is you're going to feel lack. And when you feel lack, are you going to be happy about it? No. You're not going to be motivated to do the thing you know you need to do to get what you want. So you're not going to get it. You must talk about it as if it's right here in the present moment. Even if she just changed all of this up and didn't say I want, even if she just moved all of that and just said I am, without financial worry, that would help her. Right there, just I am without financial worry. What else? I am an example to others. I am assisting my family with financially. Because now you change the way that you see it, and now you change the way that you do it. If you change what you say, you change what you see. And if you change what you see, you change what you say. All right, great job. Go back in this beat and now put it in the present tense. When you act in the present, you get what? Somebody finish the sentence off of me. When you act in the present, you get what? When you write in the present, you get what? You get gifted with things. That's why it's called the present. You get gifted. This is not some, I'm not coming up to y'all and talking some bars and just it sound cool. It's real. It's real. All right, let's move on to one more person, and then let's close out with the commitments and goals. Thank you for that.
Okay, so we have our Queen Kara. Non-negotiables, getting out of my own way. I must remove myself. I must remove my self-imposed obstacles and mental barriers. This is non-negotiable if I want to tap into my full potential, make decisions with clarity, and execute tasks effectively. If I say no, the answer is no. I will not be going back and forth with anyone about anything. My peace is important, and I can't allow anything to disrupt that. Today, I must not spend any time on things that's not contributing to my mental, spiritual, physical, or financial growth. Love, love, love it. Y'all show the Queen Kara some love, family.
Absolutely. Drop some love in the chat. Let's continue to go. We're gonna go now to some of the commitments and closings. And just be aware of what you're doing. We gave y'all a lot of time today to be able to go in there and add it. So if y'all weren't doing that, take some time. Like, remember, if you want to win the day, all it takes is the first 30 minutes of the day. That's it. First 30 minutes of the day, you go in and you write all of these things down, and you will see a difference in your life, not just in how you feel, in your life.
All right, so as we move into our commitments of the week, y'all already know who it is. She don't need no introduction. Y'all already know. What should we be putting in the chat right now? Throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. What should we be putting in the chat right now? Thank you, Queen Carol. Let's go. It is our one and only energy coach. Let's go, Queen Jazz.
Great morning. How we feeling, family? What's going on? We dabbling into our commitments. It is Wednesday. W-I-N-S. Throw wins in the chat. Throw wins in the chat, because I'm actually grateful that we were able to go through what it is that everybody was speaking about, right? And in the chat, or just how we're feeling, right? When we speak to people in the work group sessions, it's a lot more than just what we have to offer, right? Is what we have internally. So being that it's what we have internally that does align with our integrity, and our integrity aligns with our commitments. So let's get right into it. Obviously, our commitments are crucial for our success, but this week, week 3, we have 3 very important commitments that need to be done. This is mandatory. Somebody drop mandatory in the chat. Somebody drop mandatory in the chat. Number 1, our foundational 5, right? That layout, that actual creation. And when Sunshine was speaking earlier, she spoke about niche. And for those who know me, YouTube is all about a niche, right? Specifically what I do. But then when you find your niche, you're actually able to implement it everywhere you are, everywhere you go, and every conversation you have. So dedicating 40 minutes to create that detailed layout of your foundational 5, outlining the strategic placement and the interplay of the anchor, the affiliate, the marketing, the assets, upselling, and investments. If it could take you 40 minutes to really provide clarity in all that you do, I want you to drop "I'ma do it" in the chat. 40 minutes of your life to give you clarity to now know, okay, when I speak to somebody, I know how to speak about my business. When I'm posting on social media, I'm not getting stuck. I know exactly what it is I'm doing. So if you could take 40 minutes to get that done, I need you to put "I'ma do it" in the chat. I'ma do it. Right, because it ensures that each component aligns with your business goals, and it contributes to enduring the success that we continuously outline, not only in week 3, but week 2, week 1, and the rest of this program. So please take that time, because it's going to expand your business and you're going to have clarity in all that you do. Now, our MWAs and our RGAs, right? We have to hold ourselves accountable for writing down what it is our minimum wage activities. I appreciate everybody in the chat throwing "I'ma do it," right? Because we have to commit. So now I want everybody to commit. What is one MWA that you could throw in the chat that you know you'll be working towards? Your MWA, your minimum wage activities. These are tasks that can be delegated to others, and your revenue generating activities are tasks that directly contribute to that circulation of your currency, right? Committing to an everyday review of this list to optimize your time and focus on activities that propel your business. For reviewing these lists to optimize your focus on activities and thus again propelling your business forward and onward. So has anybody done their list? I want you to drop me in the chat if you've done your MWA and your RGA list. Drop me in the chat. Because if we're not writing this down, then we're not committing to our success. Drop me in the chat if anybody's done it. Crickets. Dust balls. I'm allergic to dust. Okay, Angela. That's it. We only have one person out of 40 people that wrote down their MWAs and their RGAs. We need this by Friday. Write it down so we can constantly revert back to it. And now we're able to make adjustments to propel our business forward. We need this Friday. If y'all can commit to having this done by Friday, I want you to type in the chat, "Don't fold Friday." Because if you don't have it done, you fold it. Doing it now. He said, "I don't need Friday." Okay, Peekins, don't fold Friday, right? We need this by Friday. And if you're doing it now and you acting in real time to get real results, shout out to you, because you're serious to your commitment. You're serious and intentional with everything that you're doing. Okay, let's get it. Our third commitment is our vision board creation. Listen, I'm gonna put some energy behind this one because, matter of fact, I like the way Peekins is moving. So actually, is Moya still in here? Okay, Moya's in here when she on the meeting. Perfect. All right, so bet for the work group session tomorrow, right? 1 o'clock, we actually gonna do this together. We actually gonna lock in and we're gonna do this together, creating a vision board, right? Making a commitment to craft a vision board that visually represents your business and aspirations and the impact, the golden impact in your life to aim and achieve, right? Because we don't have dreams for them not to come true. We don't set goals for them not to be reached. So we are going to spend 30 minutes in that work group session tomorrow, Thursday, 1 p.m. to gather images, quotes, symbols that resonate you with your goals and fostering a tangible representation of the success that you vision, of the success that you see, of the success that you dream about. Because again, we do not have dreams for them not to come true. We do not set goals for us to not achieve them. So if everybody got the commitments, I need you to drop "got it" in the chat. Please drop "got it" in the chat if y'all got the commitments. These commitments are crucial. This is week 3. And listen, week 4, week 5 is We only are escalating and elevated. There we go. Okay, got it. Perfect. Let's get it. Let's close it up because I know we have work to do. If we could bring some, oh, there she go. Sunshine, what's up? Sunset me.
Hey, I love that energy. What would we do without all that energy, family? It's been another beautiful accountability call. I actually loved the way today's segment went because we went a little bit different today, but it was absolutely what was needed. And so that's about being intentional about, we heard y'all. We asked the question, y'all gave an answer. We actually heard you in real time. Our king actually took the time out to make this lesson today about the things that y'all actually spoke about. If you don't see how much care and concern and time and effort is being poured into what it is that you're saying you're having trouble with, or what you're struggling with, or whatever it is that you need, I'm not really sure what to tell you, because I've never seen a mentorship that goes out of their way to put this much time and effort into adults who are saying that they're focused on their goals and just need to show up for themselves and do the work. So recap real quick. This is like, what we gonna call these? Our crew notes right now, but you know, we gonna sit there and go over some things. So King, talk to us about, like, how do you track your progress? You track your progress by writing down what it is that you're doing throughout the day. How important is that? It is so important for you to be able to sit up there and see what it is that you're actually doing, because you actually get to see what's working and what's not working. So journal. If you're not journaling, and I am a huge advocate, not just for planners, but for journaling. Journaling can actually change your life. If you don't own one, please get one. I promise you, it is one of the best things that you could ever do for yourself. Next up, he asked, who are we being as a person? Shadow work, mirror work, all the things that you are looking to come into your life, you always need to think about, who are you being as a person? He talked to us as far as stop contemplating, stop stressing, stop worrying, because that's where what? All of our exhaustion is really coming from. We talked about, as far as our procrastination, it may take us 4 weeks. We've been putting off something for 4 weeks that may have taken us 3 hours to actually do. And when we actually accomplish that goal, our whole, everything changed. Like, how good did we feel? Our whole frequency changed. We started to vibrate higher immediately. So change your frequency, family. Change your frequency on a regular basis. It's always about vibrating higher. We should always be checking our energy and always fine-tune your frequency. It's nothing better than to vibrate on a higher level. And in here, in this community, that's what we all about. Next up, he talked about what? We have to get out of our own way. We know this. Every single person on this call right now knows that you have to get out of your own way. Every single last person knows that. And we actually know what we have to do it. Why we're not actually doing it, I'm not really sure. Some of us are working on it. Some of us are ignoring it. And it shows in our progress. It shows in how we're showing up. So it's not your dirty little secret. It's not like it's your secret and it's in the closet. We're actually wearing it. We're actually showing up as a person who's not getting out our own way. It shows on whether or not we're doing the work or not. So again, work on yourself. Working on yourself works on everything else. If you did not write that down, you should. It should be on sticky notes around your house. Put it in your car. Put it on your forehead if you have to. I don't care where you put it at, but that should definitely be a note that you are looking at on a regular basis. Working on yourself works on every other aspect in your life. Believe that. And if you don't see it from that aspect, everybody that's ever been in a relationship here, and I'm quite sure everybody in here has been in some form of relationship. Think of it in the aspect of, when your home life ain't right, nothing else seems to feel right. Is that right or wrong? Drop it in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if that's right. If nothing is going right at home, if your relationship is all the way off, it seems like everything else is off. Right? You can relate and resonate with that statement. So understand that working on yourself, everything else will start to go right. Tap into that. Tap into that statement, family. King said to us what? He said, faith without works doesn't work here. I want y'all to complete the sentence to all my faith believers on how that really goes. Faith without works is what? Put it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Is what? Yeah, it's that. And as far as I know, we're all amongst the living. So be intentional. Be intentional, family, about everything. He also spoke about like what could possibly be really overwhelming about us writing down our goals. Like really though, how could what we say that we want out of this life overwhelm us when we writing it down? And my question to you is then, do you really want it? Because if writing it down overwhelms you, it's going to be really hard for you to get to that place. It's going to be extremely hard for you to accomplish something that overwhelms you when you have to write it down. So maybe you need to rethink your goals because it shouldn't overwhelm you to write those things down. King lets us know to stop thinking and start being. Get out our heads. Just be who you know that you need to be. Show up for yourself. Do this work. He said, if you change what you say, you change what you see. And if you change what you see, you change what you say. Language is everything. How are we speaking? How we speak has a lot to do with what we are seeing, how we see ourselves, how we see other people, how we see the world that we live in. We can't think from a place of lack. If we are thinking from that place of lack, it's no wonder why we're living from a place of lack. And that's real, extremely real. He spoke about what is it that we want, right? Like we all really need to do that work. What is it that you really want? Write that down, journal that down, put it in your plan or put it somewhere. What is it that you really, really want? And then who are you being for the things that you really want? Does it align? Are you that person? Have you became that person that deserves the life that you want? Get real with yourself. How do you want to show up in this life? All of that stuff matters. Every single last bit of it matters. He asked us the question, are you ready to fly? And my silly self, the first thing my mind went to is R. Kelly. I believe I could fly. Don't laugh at me, y'all. Don't laugh at me. But do you believe you could fly? Are you ready to fly? He talked about butterflies. Butterflies is the absolute core and foundation. It's one of my favorite things on this planet. He talked about that cocoon stage and actually getting to the point of flying. But there's one word that all of this encompasses. The work that we're doing in MMA as elites, the work that we're doing here. There's one word when you think about the butterfly, and when you think about MMA elites, and when you think about having a championship year, there's one word that encompasses all of that. And it's all about transformation. That's what this is all about. That's why we're here this morning. This has been your accountability call. We are in week 3. This is your wins day. Go out here, go win the day. You have your workflow at this time. What, 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock is the time. Our very own Mindset Mogul has been coming through there and blessing the family. I'm not sure whether or not he'll be in here today or not, but you need to show up for yourself whether he's there or not. So Family, it's been real. We love y'all to life. I don't know if anybody else is coming up to speak. I don't know if the King Crew is coming back up. But listen, it's all about that transformation, y'all. We're here to do the work. Our mentors has given us every single thing that we need to transform our lives. All we got to do is show up and do the work. I love y'all to life. I want y'all to have an amazing love day. This is the Luhv Plus transformation space. It's no place better than this space right here on this planet. Y'all have an amazing day.
So snap it up and clap it up for yourselves. Let's go out there and be amazing. Let's go.
Snap it up and clap.